into the little pantry because the TV is on. So I got a call last night. I'm sleeping. It was so nice. Sound asleep. My phone starts ringing. And I look over. First thing I see is the clock. And it's still not set, the clock by my bed, which I don't even know why I have a clock there because I use my phone for telling time usually, but I have a clock sitting there and it hasn't been sprung forward yet. So my mind is, the phone is ringing, but my mind's looking at the clock and I'm having to think it's an hour more than what the clock says. And then I look at the phone because I'm, you know, you just woke up and it's Connor. And you know, Connor's stories. Connor has they say he gets it from Buddy. Buddy gets it from me. We have a roundabout way of getting to the point. So they're testing, or they've been testing, and he's quick at taking tests. It doesn't take him very long, and after lunch they'll have to come back to their room and just sit around and do nothing because some people are slow taking tests, and he'll just be bored. And I finally was like, okay, do you want me to pick you up? And he's like, yes. I said, okay. What did Mom and Dad say about you leaving, you know, being picked up? And he goes, well, I haven't talked to him yet. Well, it's 11 o'clock at night. So I said, baby, in the morning, talk to Mom or Dad and see if they don't care that you get picked up early, and I will pick you up at lunch. You know, when you're ready to go to lunch. It's 12:35 is his lunch. So he says, okay. And he goes, what if I forget in the morning? I said, why, how would you forget? You just woke me up in the middle of the night to ask me to do it. Now you're going to wake up in the morning and forget that you asked me to do it? So, anyway. So this morning, my phone is ringing. It's 7:15, and he's telling me that his mom said, yes, I can pick him up. And I said, okay, I'll be there at lunch. I'll pick you up at lunch. And he said, okay. So I went about my morning, doing my normal morning stuff. And then I went up and to pick him up. Levi rode with me. We went up there. I had sent Steph a text. I don't know what time it was this morning, but I said, can I pick up Elora too, or is she going to be testing? And she answered back and said, yes, that's fine. And then it was like she was thinking, boom, 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 3 different texts. Yes, that's fine. Then, oh, she may be testing. Then maybe you should just get Connor. So I said, okay, I'll just check when I get there. I text her back, and I said, I'll ask when I get there if she's testing. If she's not testing, I'll bring her too. So I got my babies here. And on the way home, we were talking, I don't know what guy's talking about it, but I said something about the Passengers movie with Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence, and neither one of them had seen it, or they couldn't remember seeing it. Well, next thing I know, Connor's got his phone, and I can hear it in the background. So I said, Connor, are you watching a video of it or a trailer? And he goes, yeah, I'm watching the trailer. So I just had to rent it because it wasn't on anything that I could just see. And there, and I have just done this behind me. Canned donuts. So Elora, it's funny. So that's why I told them when we got home, we will watch a movie, we'll watch Passengers, and I'll make them, because they were so excited. But when Connor come out at the school, and I'm in the little foyer area, and he comes and, you know, he's talking about different things, this, that, and the other. Well, Elora comes down. I don't see her, but the lady from the office come out of the office and sort of stands at the door of the foyer, and she goes, Elora, do you want me to hold your lunch? And I don't know, my mom was thinking backpack, you know, like a lunch kit or something, and I don't know what Elora was doing. But all of a sudden, the lady comes back to the door, and she's carrying a tray, a lunch tray. And it's got pizza and pineapples and her chocolate milk. It's got all this, her lunch. And I said, oh my gosh, I've never seen a kid want to take their lunch home with them. Anyway, Elora come out and she said, I can't just leave pizza here. So she ate her pizza in the car. Connor didn't have lunch, so I guess he's just going to have donuts. There's food here if he wants to eat it. But Connor's, a very picky eater. In fact, over there on the counter are a couple of the packages of Hawaiian rolls from Sunday. I guarantee he would take a pack of those home if I'd let him. And that would just be his dinner and stuff for the next 2 days because he's just so picky, but he loves bread. So anyway, I've got this little movie. We've got a little movie day going on. Oh my gosh. EverQuote. I thought I would check on prices of insurance the other day, and this company right here calls me constantly. And they even have an option that says leave them a message. Like I can text them something, and I've texted, please don't call me, I'll call you. And they still continue to call me about 4 or 5 times a day. And left me a voicemail, I guess. Anyway, so yeah, we're having a little day date. So I've got the movie going in there, and I've got their donuts done, and I'm fixing to sit down with them and watch a movie. So it's pretty good day. Mama called me and she said, are you home? And I said, yes, ma'am. And she goes, oh, you didn't get my message. And I said, Mama, I didn't. Why? What did you need? And she said she'd sent me a message with a picture of some dog food for the dogs. She wants to change the dog's food to something else and wanted me to check and see if Family Dollar carried it, even if it was a small bag. And I said, Mom, I left here, went straight into the school, never took my phone out of my purse, and now we're already back home. I'm so sorry I didn't see it. Anyway, I said, she said something. I said, well, I'm making donuts right now with the canned biscuits, and they're in there watching a movie. And I told her the story about talking about it on the way home. She goes, oh, that's such a good day. And I'm thinking, poor Mom can't hardly get Lex to sit and watch a movie. But I've got my 2 in there just as happy as they can be sitting in there watching a movie. So, yeah. Good afternoon for us. I love you guys. Any of you guys that get to spend time with your grandbabies, you need to do it when you can, because you never know what's going to happen. And I would never, ever tell either one of these kids that I can't pick them up for some reason. I'm going to pick them up, and we're going to have some time together if we can. Elora already come in. I said, baby, why don't you take your backpack home and then run back over? I'm going to start the biscuits. And she said, okay. But she didn't change her clothes, which is fine. But then she walked in the store. She said, okay, I'm going to change my clothes now. And she come out in a pair of shorts and a t-shirt, and just like, this is the way it's supposed to be, I think. You know, we get to spend some time with them. I had Connor so much when he was, I mean, like, sometimes days, because Buddy and Steph lived 45 minutes away, and they worked even further away. So by the time they got off work and got to their home, it would be, you know, it was just a long day. So there were days that I just had Connor for a couple of days in a row sometimes, and sometimes the weekends too. He just was with me. I didn't have that time with Elora, because by then, when Elora came along, Steph was doing real estate, and she could sort of just pick her time. And I just, you know, hey, can I send Elora over because I'm going to go show her house? And then I wouldn't, you know, I could have her any day I wanted. But I was also older too, so I was just thinking, you know, I guess I really wasn't thinking I need to call for Elora. I was just doing my own thing. And then when Steph needed me, I was here. But with Connor, he was here with me. I mean, with me. Anyway, I'm going to get in there and sit with them. I just thought I would tell y'all a little bit about my morning and leave Connor's little phone call in the middle of the night. And I told him earlier, I said, you've got dark circles under your eyes. I said, it looks like you didn't get enough sleep last night. I said, you have got to learn to go to bed at a decent time. Because I went to sleep about 9. I said, no, you didn't, because you called me at almost 11. So anyway, all right, I love you guys. God bless y'all. See you later. All right, my little peeps. What y'all eating? Oh, were those bought at the store?
Mm-mm.
Where did those come from, Elora Grace? You can't talk. Look at your cheeks full of donut. Where did those come from, Connor Denman?
They came from your oven.
No, they came from the can.
Yeah, the can.
And I tried to make them into little hearts, the balls, the little circle ones. Do they have a heart shape? A little bit.
Kind of.
I used a heart cutter, but they blew up fat.
I see this
A
one.
little bit.
I see this one.
You see a heart? Katie, I'm trying to do a video.